Hi, Ida.
Hey, Nicole, and welcome back to Bitch Be Grateful.
Yes, and we're so excited. And why are we excited, Ida?
We are so excited because we are so close to New Year's and it's going to be a whole new beginning. We have a whole year in front of us.
We're so excited. I love New Year's Eve. I love New Year's Eve.
Me too. Well, I normally it's not that I normally don't like New Year's Eve, but I normally don't really care that much about it. But this year I am so excited, but in the sense of like, man, I just feel like next year is going to be huge and I just want to get
Yes.
started.
I low key feel like I love 2025 for now that I'm done with it. I've loved 2025.
It was beautiful.
Now I can say it. But I feel like all of 2025, I've been waiting for 2026. And I don't know why, but I just feel in my bones like it's going to be a great year. But 25 has been juicy because I feel like the setup, like 2025's setup, I feel as if has been priming me for 2026, and all of the hints of the things that are coming that I've been getting just feel so
Mhm.
juicy. And I'm just like, okay, can we get there? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
is it happening
It's
yet?
like all of 2025 has been like the night before Christmas Eve when you were a child. You know?
Yeah, oh my
The
God, that
whole
is
year
the
just like,
best metaphor.
"Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow, no."
Yes, yes, like 1000%. That is exactly how I felt. And I'm just like, here we are. Here we
Yeah.
are. I'm so
I think
excited.
it's beautiful, and I love the metaphor, even though I know it's like when I read it, if it pops up on Instagram or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's such a cliche. But when they say like today's the first page of like your 365 long book of
Mm,
2026, for example, like I love it and I think it's so beautiful. But
I
it's
actually love
true,
it.
like you have this
Mhm.
whole book that is just full of blank pages where you can paint them, you can do whatever you want with them
Oh,
and
that's so
it's
true.
beautiful.
You're making me think maybe I'm gonna buy a journal for 2026. Maybe. No, I'm gonna buy like
Yeah,
3, but
maybe.
I
Exactly.
I think
Let's be real.
you know what? Let's be real. I think I'm gonna buy like 3 journals. But yeah, I like that idea, and I like and when you were talking, I was thinking about, you know what? We should journal every day in 2026. And this podcast is
Yeah.
about closing 2025, but in preparation, I think 2026 should be journaling every day because I
It's
kind of
true.
wish I was doing that in 2025 a little bit.
Me
Like now
too.
that I'm sitting here
Yeah.
and thinking about it, because there was so much that happened, I feel, but it was very subtle. Like I don't think some of them were big, but a lot of, I don't know about you, but for me, a lot of the changes and things that happened in my life were like micro shifts, but
Yeah.
they moved a lot in my
Mhm.
life, you know?
I agree, and I feel like I now that I look back at 2025 and I would be like, "Oh, that was a big moment, that was a big moment," but at that moment, it didn't feel big. So I was
Yeah.
like, there's no need to journal this because this is a minor thing. It's a tiny thing in my year. But now I'm just like,
Yeah.
that was a big shift at that point or whatever. So it's really, and I was thinking about it because in preparation of this episode, I was like, oh, I would love to see like one of my journals from the beginning of the year or maybe
Mhm.
my journaling from December last year. But then 2025 for me has been the year that I bought so many journals. I have no idea where I noted all of this down. I have zero idea. I've just been like, in which journal? Like the pink
Yeah.
sparkly one, the one with flowers, the one that is like furry. I don't know which one.
I love your journals, 1. 2, I
Yeah.
also feel this way because I'm like, where did I was like, where was I keeping track of anything? And then you're right. I was like, some of the time I didn't write it down because I was like, well, it's cool, it happened, but I don't need to sit on it. And then now I'm just like, Jesus, Nicole, like people are gonna want to hear this 10 years from now. No, but I'm just
Exactly. And my memorial.
they're gonna
What
want
is
to
it?
discover this.
Memorial.
It's gonna be vital in your story. I'm just like, man, I feel the same way. Even this is embarrassing, guys, but to confess, like even some of our early show notes, I was trying to look at them for preparation for the episode. I'm like, which journal did I put the show notes in? Oh my god. So I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, the struggle is
It
real.
happens, even to professionals
Yeah.
like us.
Yeah, it does. Professional journalers.
Professional
I'm
journalists.
kidding. But yeah, I would love to honestly journal
Mhm.
every year for 2026, even if it's just one sentence. Like honestly, I'm gonna do
Yes.
my best to make that a daily habit, and but just make it as easy as possible. If I want to write 10 pages, I'll do. But if I just want to
Mhm.
write one sentence, like today was great, cool, or today was
Yes.
horrible, or whatever.
I think so, and, if anyone's here's a Hamilton fan, which I think the entire world should be or is, but if you read the biography, which I didn't finish, I'll confess, like, the thing's huge, but he was very Alexander Hamilton was, like, very detailed with everything that he wrote down, like, he would write down his finances for the day, what he ate, how he slept, like and a lot of
Wow.
people who've accomplished great things do this, and so it's very and I was like and I know this, it's just like we don't do it, but it is really important, and I don't know that he did it thinking we were gonna look at it years from now, who knows? But, when I read that, I was like, "Man, documenting it also tells your brain that you're important and that this day is important,"
True, true.
Because I think that was one of the things with 2025 that I learned was just and honestly, one of my biggest lessons, let's just dive into it is understanding, like, the importance of a single day, a single moment, a single minute, like, taking it down to the basics and understanding that, like, in that moment is when you have power to change your life. In that moment is, like, you have everything in the now, if that makes sense. And I think, like, telling myself that, okay, maybe I don't feel like I'm in an important place. I'm at the grocery store, I'm getting avocados, like, I'm just trying to get dinner, whatever, but it is important, like, being
True.
fully present there, like, I it is because it's my life. Like,
Yeah,
everything that I do is important because it's my life, and I think
yeah.
that's what it really tells our minds, so it's important to do that, and looking
That
back at
is
2025, I'm like,
true.
"Man,
I never
I
thought
wasn't
about it
telling
that
myself
way.
that."
But
Yeah, like
yeah, then I've been walking around just thinking like, "No, I'm not important. Like, this is not
yeah,
important," you know?
exactly, and we have this idea of like, okay, well, if I'm not the governor, or if I'm not a celebrity, or if I'm not a CEO, or I'm not this, like, I'm just an everyday average, like, guy, and I'm not as important, and so I don't need to do all these things. I don't need to pay that much attention to myself. I don't need to write things down, blah, blah, blah. But it's so not true. Like, you're so vital. It doesn't matter what you're doing, who you are, where you are. Like, you are vital, in my opinion, to the
Mhm.
collective, to the world. And this is your life. Like, treat it like it's the most important thing in the world. And then see how fun it gets. See how amazing. See the things
Yeah.
that start to happen. But if you're
Yeah.
just gonna treat your life like, nah, it's just another day, then guess what?
It's just gonna be another day.
Yeah. Or you're gonna
Yeah.
miss the things that the universe was like, "Hey, look at this, look at that," and then it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, oh, yeah, whoops."
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
it was
you're gonna
right
look back
there.
5 years and be like, "Oh, yeah, that was an important moment for me, and I just didn't pay attention," you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I
Mhm.
also like the what you said with like people are gonna want to hear this. You know, at some point they want to hear this because
Yeah,
if now, let's say tomorrow, I would have my big breakthrough, for example, and then
yeah.
people would ask like, "So what did you do in the build up to the breakthrough?" I'd be like, I don't know. Like what was I doing? Because I
Mm,
would probably not remember because I
yeah.
hadn't noted it down. Also, just like days merge and you don't really know what you did, you know? That
Yes.
it would just be like, well, yeah, no, I woke up and I did my things. That would be my answer.
Exactly. And that's just like, no. And in a sense, when you were talking, I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, are we just robbing people of our wisdom? When you're not
Probably.
one, you're robbing yourself sometimes because we don't let the lesson or the moment fully sink in. And then
Mhm.
two, you're robbing people of wisdom that you're meant to share with others. And that's why your life is important because not all of us can live every life like all at the same time in one lifetime. We have very specific things that we're here to do, but those things are to be shared. And when you're not paying attention to them, I mean, like, you are I don't wanna say you're not really, like, doing your part, but you're not doing your part for the you know? Like,
I'm just gonna say it
share it with
anyways.
people, share your wisdom, share what you learned,
Yes.
and because, things are, in my opinion, like, things only ever keep changing and get crazier, and that's humanity, and we need other people's wisdom and understanding and, like, experiences to keep going and to learn from, so 2026, guys, everybody write their stuff down.
Write
Eh,
it down.
write it down.
Share.
And out of our generosity, we're gonna share some of the lessons that we learned in 2025 because
Yes.
I think they were pretty juicy.
I think
Um,
so too. And we
yeah,
were just talking about it before recording that now looking back at 2025, it's been an amazing year. And but there's been lessons, there's been things that hasn't felt
Mhm.
great in the moment.
Yeah,
But now
definitely.
we're on the other side, we can actually talk about it and reflect back. So I'm really
Mhm.
excited. So
Me
why
too.
don't you go ahead, Nicole, and you can start. Do we want to start with wins? Do we want to start with lessons? Where do we want
Oh,
to start?
ooh, should we ease into it? Okay, well, let's start here. Why don't we say what are like some of the things that we have loved about 2025? Let's go
Hmm.
there. Let's go there.
Yeah,
And then we'll
yeah.
ease into it, into some of the lessons. Tell me. Okay.
Let's dip our toe first.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, 2025. Some of the things that I have loved. Oh, okay. One, I have loved seeing my family more. One, because
Aw.
this year, yes, I know. It's very cute, very sweet because I have family all over the US. I also have family across the ocean. Well, that's not an ocean, it's the Caribbean. Never mind. But South America. Sorry, guys. And I just feel like one of my key goals in life is to be a little bit more connected to my family and to bring that connection back because we've been so spread out. In 2025, one of the things I've loved is being able to see my sister more often, and she's pregnant. And so it's like she added to the family. So at the beginning of the year, I went to go celebrate her birthday, and then like I got to go see her, when she was pregnant after, and I'm just like, "This is crazy." Like, within a span of few months, like, now there's another human in you, and I had no idea. Like, this is so amazing.
Yeah, it's
And being able to see my
crazy.
dad, like, it was just amazing because I don't live by them, and that's one of the seeds of 2025 that I'm really excited that grows in 2026 is definitely seeing my family. So I've loved that.
Mhm.
I think I loved the friendships that I've had, like, especially deepening our friendship has been, like, so fun. And
Yeah.
then deepening my other one of the things I've been intentional about is making more friends and in a more intentional, like, less situationship type of way and finding people that I really wanna grow with, and I think that's been something that I've loved, so I've made a few new friends. Um, that part has been amazing. What else have I loved? Oh, and I think, like, this is kinda going back to it, but one of the sweetness is I think I've just loved savoring these little moments that I've had, like, the smallest moments of just sitting and drinking coffee and being able to watch a Netflix show and having, like, a really delicious meal and just savoring it and being like, "Wow, I get to be at peace." Like, it's been so nice, and I think I've just grown so much appreciation or going for a walk and seeing a squirrel, like, run across the street. I'm just like, "Oh," like, I think I really had to take it down to just loving every tiny detail of my life, and that's one of the things
Mm.
that I love so much about 2025. And I guess, melting it in one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. And then what's something else? Oh, this is a very small thing. I went to one pole dancing class, but I think it just opened my mind up and I loved that about 2025. I tried a bunch of new things too in 2025. Like that was also fun. And I went to one pole dancing class and now 2026, I think it's gonna be my new hobby because it was so freaking fun.
Mm.
And now I'm like, now I
Yeah.
know why everyone else is doing it. And these girls are ripped. Like ripped. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
and not
So
even that,
strong.
so strong, yes. I was like, it's not even about the muscle, it's just, like, they're so strong. And I was like, "I can't lift my legs yet, but I will." I was
Yeah,
like
yeah. At some point, you will be a
yeah.
straight line out of from that pole.
Yep. Oh, I forgot. Favorite thing about 2025. Hello, we got to be, High Vibe Honey teaching assistants. Hello. I forgot. My favorite thing of
Hello.
2025. Hello.
Yeah, that was huge. That was
Yeah.
huge.
And I think finding our voices and finding, like, what we like to do has been a big
For
part of
sure.
2025 and something I really, really loved, like, because 'cause we're both EFT practitioners, guys, which we kind of mentioned in the first episode.
Mhm.
And if you don't know about tapping, it's a somatic practice where you tap on acupuncture points in the body, and it helps you, release, like, stress in the nervous system, reprogram subconscious beliefs, things like that. Um so we graduated last year from a program, and then this year we actually got our first teaching positions, which was really fun in our EFT community. And I think one of our
So much
highlights of
fun.
2025. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. It was really, yeah, I still feel like, did that really happen?
I know.
It's
Like,
so
it's
cool. It's
and
so
that's too
cool.
because it went by like that, and I think that's what taught me. I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't write down how I was feeling the first time, I
Yeah,
went live
true.
because we have to go live in the community, so, we have to practice in front of a group of people, if you guys aren't familiar with it. So, yeah, it's almost like an Instagram live, and we have to do EFT practicing, and it was our first time doing
Mhm.
that, and so I didn't write down how I was feeling before and after, and those are the moments where I'm just really like, "Oh, I forgot to savor it. I forgot to write it. I forgot to notate it," and now I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, it was such a pivotal part of my year, and
Yeah.
no regrets, but lesson learned.
Exactly. I have a video actually after my first live, and every now and then I
Oh,
watch it, and it's so sweet because I'm just, it's like euphoria, you know? I'm just there, and my cheeks are like blushing, and it's just like, oh my God, I did it. Like, I can't believe I
we
did
need to
it.
post that
And
on
I was just there,
Instagram.
like, yeah, 100% yes, because it's beautiful. I love watching it because I'm just like, oh, she's so sweet.
Oh, you
She's so
are.
innocent.
I was there. She was
And
great, guys.
yeah, thank you. And I wanted to say one thing too, in terms of what you were
Mhm.
mentioning, which is a great lesson in terms of the pole dancing class that you only did it once. But that's
Mhm.
the thing, like literally doing a new thing once can
Yes,
change like your life. It can change your perspective because it just shows like
absolutely.
what you can do, or even just doing something new if you don't like it in the end. But it's just a matter of like pushing yourself and challenging yourself.
Yes, just experience it, and I think sometimes we get into this thing where it's like, "Okay, if I try it, I have to stick to it, and I have to make this a thing in my life." Like, like everyone
Yeah.
was with pickleball, like, everyone's a professional pickleball player now, right? So, like, I don't know if Europe, if that was a thing, but if you're in America, you know what I'm
I
talking
was gonna
about.
say, I think this is an American
You're
thing.
not of America, you know what I'm talking about, guys. But it was kind of the same thing where it's like you feel like you have to keep going and be a professional and build. And if you like it and you love it, do it. But I went to one class and I still feel like just the energy from it, like the enjoyment. Like I remember what that felt like in my body and that stayed. It was amazing. Like just the experience itself. And
Yeah.
I did one beginners, dude. And for me, guys, like, this was a big thing because I came from, like I've been in a very, like I was in a kind of conservative Christian background, and nothing wrong with it. I just would have never thought to have tried something like this, and especially
Mhm.
and I've always done traditional forms of exercise, so when I did this, and I did something totally outside of my, like my realm of comfort and exercise and things like that, it just I was like, wow, it just makes you think like, I can do something different. Oh, okay. And that's confidence. Like knowing that you can do something different is confidence and it makes you feel amazing. It really does. And
Mhm.
you remind yourself that you're like, oh, I can change. I can totally
Yeah,
change. I can
yeah.
do whatever the hell I want. Okay.
Exactly. I just really feel like in my mind, I'm just thinking like the world's my oyster, you know, and you do those things
Yes.
because it's just like, that's, yeah, it just reminds me that I can do whatever I want. All I
Hmm.
need to do is have the idea and sign up or do it like whatever needs to be done. But I can do
Exactly.
whatever I want and I can join whatever I want. I can practice whatever I want. It's so cool.
And I think that was one of my big lessons for 2025 now that you're talking about, and also something that I loved. Like, I think, if I'm being honest, all of what I loved in 2025 is also like all of the lessons that I've learned because wisdom is the sweetest gift from the universe, from God that you can have. Like,
Mhm.
ugh, wisdom is like, I think in the Bible, they always say it's like honey or whatever, but it really is because it's sweet. It's just so good. And I think one of the things, that I've loved is all of the things that I've tried and learned this year. Um, like, it just topics and communities that I've explored that I would have never explored in the past, and just, like, gaining my own perspective and understanding of the world and how it works and how I function, and, studying, like, astrology and human design and the gene keys. We'll get into that later. I was talking Ida's ear off for, like, half an hour before this about it.
Just
So,
one thing before we start, okay?
one thing before we start, I'm telling you my new discovery. And it's been one of those things and I'm like, one of the things, okay, I guess, yeah, 2 lessons. One, I love learning. Like, I just I think learning is how you keep yourself feeling alive, personally.
Mm.
Like, if you stop learning, you stop, and everyone says this, it's another cliche, but I'm such a fan of cliches because 'cause they're just stinking true. Um,
Exactly, that's why
yeah,
they're
they're just
cliche,
true.
because 'cause they're
Like, guys,
true.
let's just be honest. And if you stop learning, like, you stop living, and that's my opinion. And so that's one of the things that I've learned this year. We could talk forever about 2025 because what I'm saying, and it'll come more
Forever.
will come.
Yep.
But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I wanna know, how are you planning on closing out this, like, magnanimous giant ass year, you know? Like, what are we doing?
Oh, it's such a good question, and I have been giving this a fair amount of thought because 'cause I've just been like, it has been such a special year, and I really
Mhm.
wanna just, like, I really wanna do it justice and, like, give it, like,
Yes!
a good ending, and really kind of mark the ending and not just go to bed as if it's just, like, a
Mhm.
normal night and wake up as if it's a normal morning. Like, no, I wanna
No.
actually mark, the shift.
Yeah.
But then, I don't really have so many, like, New Year's traditions, so I've been really like, "Man, like, what am I supposed to do?" And I think essentially what I wanna do is write down and just thank, like, 2025 for the lessons, obviously, like, be specific of like what I've
Mhm.
learned and what I've lived and what I've accomplished and everything, and
Mhm.
then burn it. I just really this year I'm really attracted to burning something.
Me too. We wanna set
Obviously
everything on
safe
fire
and
this year.
I promise I do not need to see a doctor. I am okay. No, but I just really feel like that for me just marks it's such a big symbol to burn, like, even if it's just a piece of paper, but it's just for me so symbolic to burn something, and I feel
Ugh.
like my mind is just like, that's how you let it go or you close something off, is
Mhm.
you burn, like, a piece of paper if that's
Set it
all you
on
can
fire,
burn.
honey. Oh,
Yes.
I
So I
love
think
that.
that's gonna be my closing, like, ritual, let's say. Obviously, pop the champagne and, like, celebrate this year. I really just wanna celebrate and just be like,
Yeah.
it's been, like, a hell of a year in good and bad, like, but it's been incredible. Now that I'm at the end of it, I'm like, I wouldn't want to have it any other way.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Ida's
Yes.
gonna do her burning ritual. I love
I'm
this.
gonna do my
It's
burning. What are you
very
gonna
fitting for
do?
a Leo.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
You're
that's
just a
very true. I
fire
hadn't thought
sign, you
about
have
that.
to. But,
Yes, of course I
now
need to
that
burn
you were
something.
talking, I got an idea that I wasn't gonna do before, and now I am. Um,
Mm.
because I also wanna burn something. I was telling Ida in numerology, I'm, like, closing a 9-year cycle, which we'll dive into all these fun topics later, but I'm closing a 9-year cycle, so I'm basically saying goodbye to these identities that I've carried for the last 9 years, and next year I get to build something new.
Mhm.
And so I also kinda wanna burn them away. I do.
Yeah.
But the second part to it that you made me think of is being a water sign. I am going to make, like, a bath, a super delicious bath with all of these delicious, like, rich oils, salts, bubble baths, and I'm gonna, like, dip myself into it and, like, almost like my own baptism. I'm gonna have my own baptism on New Year's Eve and just come out of the water because 1, I'm Christian, yeah, I love a good baptism. 2nd,
There's nothing
um,
like a good
I mean, like
baptism.
a good baptism. I love the symbolism in it. But yeah, and also just like to anoint, in a lot of religions, like they anoint themselves with oil when they step into a new journey or they wash their feet, they
Mm.
do these things. And so I think like this burning and this washing and this rising from the water, like all of them have such strong symbolism. And since,
Again, I got the chill.
yeah,
What is
right? Isn't that
happening? I got the
beautiful?
chills. When you said rising from the water,
Rising from the
wow.
water, and I just like washing the other year off. So I think that's what I'm gonna do after it, because I'm also gonna do a burning ritual. Once I do that, I think I'm gonna make myself a nice bath, and I'm gonna have my own little baptism.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe do a nice scrub, like scrubbing off, the layers and I don't know.
Exactly.
That
I
sounds
oh,
wonderful.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna make a trip
What
to
else is
Lush
fun?
tomorrow. I'm gonna get me some champagne, I'm gonna make a trip to Lush. It's gonna be a whole thing. We will I think it'll be fun. Should we show them what we're doing? We'll do a couple of videos?
Yes,
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 okay.
let's do that.
We will show you guys, and if you guys have a New Year's Eve ritual, tag us. I would love to see it, especially if you're gonna post it or
Yes,
drop it in the comments, whatever it is that you like to do on New Year's Eve. Please,
let
we
us
would love
know.
to see it. I love just seeing people's traditions. We're also gonna
Yes,
eat some grapes, 12 grapes and
agree,
champagne because 'cause I'm Hispanic,
of course.
that's
Yeah,
what we like to
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. And I
Uh,
would love to hear because also, like I was saying, I don't really have a big ritual, so I would love some inspiration.
yes.
What can I do
Yeah,
next
inspires
year
people. This is gonna drop the day of
on
New
New
Year's,
Year's Eve?
so blow it up.
Yes. Well,
Um,
yeah. No, that's so cool. We will show you what we're doing. So make sure that you follow us on bitch.begrateful on Instagram, and there you
yes,
will be able to see a little bit of
follow
our
us
New Year's
there.
Eves.
Oh, and also, if you're enjoying this content, I know it's episode 2, but please subscribe. It helps us out.
Yeah,
We
subscribe,
love
rate
it.
the podcast,
Let us know. Anything that
all
you
those
wanna hear
things.
too, we will read the comments, we'll take a look at it. We'd love to hear it. Our New Year's episode ran a little bit longer than we'd anticipated, so we're gonna take a pause, a little break. We're gonna break this up into 2 parts, and we will drop part 2 next Wednesday. We had such a blast. Thank you for being here, and stay tuned, and remember to be grateful, bitch. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.